started, please.
Yeah, hey Matt, how are you?
Good.
You always say that you want to see how your team handles not shooting well and whether they can find other ways to win. What were those other ways today?
Well, obviously the game was, with all the shots that were missed, by both teams, from three. I think it was it was a struggle for both of us, and I think it was a struggle for really collectively either one of the teams finding any confidence or finding any rhythm in the game. And so when you have that many misses, you look at the offensive rebounds. They have 23 offensive rebounds, and they lose. We have to do a better job, of boxing out. Our Travion, this was we've always talked how good of a rebounder Travion is, but he's not great at boxing out. And this one really holds true here with Harag being able to get 10 offensive rebounds. So when they're going to miss, you got to do everything in your power to be able to convert, and get those long rebounds and go to the other end and try to get easy wins, especially when you're struggling. So, we were able to get some stops. The stretch in the game that was the most important is obviously the start of the second half. That first 10 minutes we played, that's our best basketball that we played in this game. So I thought we did some really good things there, did some good things of keeping them out of the paint and then not allowing them to get on the glass very much. But you kind of see how the game starts and the game ends with them really getting a lot of offensive rebounds. And they had like 3 layups in midway through the second half, where it was like parting of the sea. Like all of our guys got out of the way. Like everybody had 4 fouls. It was a little disturbing, to be frank, that we had so many guys just watching plays and not going to get rebounds. But you gotta hang tight, keep working it. We had some struggles late in the game stopping them. Myron Jones got hot and made some tough shots. But like these guys to come out here and play, after being out for 17 days, it's tough. That's a hard thing to do. And obviously you could see some of the rust. And, I thought we'd been able to get a couple wins, and I thought we'd be a little sharper than we were, to be honest with you.
Did something open up offensively to open the second half?
Well,
you were able to have a little bit more offensive success?
Well, there were things open in the first half, too. We just missed shots. So I didn't think there's a whole lot of difference. I thought Mason gave us a spark. He got a good steal. He made the tough 3 to finish the half. That was a big play. And then he makes the 3 to start the half. So that's 6 points, getting that steal, making a couple hustle plays. I thought he gave us a good spark to start. But I thought everybody played well in that stretch. I thought that was our best 10 minutes there. We got up 17, I think, with about 9.5 minutes to go, and that was our biggest lead. But then the last 10 minutes of the second half was not very good.
Can you just speak to the value of what you're getting from Mason right now in terms of the grit, in terms of the loose balls and all that stuff? I mean, it seems like he's been huge for you.
Yeah, he gets to a point. Today was a lot of minutes for him, and just trying to get him to understand from a fatigue standpoint kind of where he is. He's got to be able to concentrate when he's fatigued. Sometimes he gets so worked up and he plays hard, and he gets out of sorts when he gets tired a little bit. But I'd rather have a guy like him that is trying to empty his tank and play hard all the time and make things happen. And so that's that's something we desperately need. He really checks a box for us when we talk about a guy out there being physical and laying on the line and playing hard. But some of those hustle plays and some of those kind of grimy, gritty plays, really help us.
The sheer volume of threes, the 32 attempts was that a function of Penn State's defense? Did you like that number? What was kind of your take on that?
Kind of trying to go through each guy and think about it. I thought Brandon had a really bad one in the first half. Jaden had a bad one on the break. He's wide open, but he's at 25, 26 feet. He had a lot of room just to attack right there. Sash might have had one of those 10 that was tough. But besides that, no. We're a good 3-point shooting team. We didn't look that way today, but we are, and we have guys that could make it. And so we probably have a handful of them you'd like to have back, make a different decision. But for the most part, they went zone, and we were missing before that. And they're if they're not missing shots, it's a good way to protect the middle. And live with it a little bit. We were able to make a couple and get inside the zone and make some plays. And but no, it's just kind of part of the game. You go against Michigan State, you can't make them. You go against Indiana, you can make them. You go against Penn State, you can't make them. You'd like to have a little more consistency than that, but that's part of basketball, and you just got to keep working on it and keep shooting it. But I wouldn't let somebody shoot them that can't. I promise you that. I promise. They might do it for a while, but eventually, we curtail it and get them to take shots that they can make. But everybody who's shooting threes in this box score for us can make them.
Just what are the challenges now? Going up to Ohio State on 1 day prep.
Well, they're a good team. It's all right. 1 day prep, 2 day prep, 3 day prep. If we played in an exempt tournament, we'd play back-to-back games. If you go play in the NCAA tournament, you play Thursday, Saturday, you play Friday, Sunday. So just treat it like the NCAA tournament. If you get in the NCAA tournament, you're going to play teams like Penn State and Ohio State. They're quality teams. They're good teams. So you're able to win, and now you get to advance and play another game. Think how excited you'd be to play a game in the NCAA tournament in the second round. Be that excited. So that's what we're, just keep our focus on Ohio State, and hopefully we can play better than we did the first time, even though we beat them. They got a great win the other day against Illinois. So we knew with the scheduling that, you're going to get the short end of it. And we got the short end of our schedule when they got 4 out of 5, road games. Then all of a sudden we don't have our home game, and now they throw another road game at us right here. And so, it's okay. That's, you're going to play 10 home and 10 away. It's going to balance itself at some time. So just roll with it. I think the people that complain get caught up in it. We got a chance to play a basketball game, against Ohio State. So everybody would have loved to get that one in July or August when you're sitting around wondering if you're going to have a season. So just keep things in perspective. And anytime you have opportunities to play good teams, man, don't lose sight of that. Like that, those are golden. And but be careful what you ask for. Ohio State's a good club.
Thanks, Matt.
Yep, thank you.
Mike? Yeah, Matt, is Mason one of those guys that benefits from what you kind of did last week, where trying to get guys ready to shoot? I mean, is he a guy that should kind of be in that position all the time?
Yeah, he's he actually can play through a shot fake and make a pull-up. And I think as time goes on and his confidence gets there and he gets more opportunities, and you'll see that. That hasn't come out a lot. He doesn't get to that point very much, but he does have a good pull-up. He can shoot. He was a center in high school. Shooting around the elbow areas or shooting around extended block where you can use the glass. He's very effective right there. I think as things go and he gets a better feel, and he's going to knock down shots there. But no, just being shot ready. Being ready to shoot. We kept talking before the Indiana game, that against Michigan State. I thought there were some guys just not ready to shoot. Like tonight, I really don't know that. I'm going to go watch it here in a second, and then we'll be able to kind of figure out, are we just missing or taking maybe some tough wins, too many tough wins, or, are we ready and the ball just didn't go down? So, we'll try to get that figured out. But, no, I thought he did some good things today. I thought, he can benefit, those fours that are face-up type guys that can shoot, you benefit from having a good big guy, and especially one that can pass. So you just, got to run our stuff and, play off Travion and play off our other guards and just be ready to shoot when the situation presents itself.
It's the situation where you had to change uniforms right before the game.
Yeah.
You ever done that before?
Nope. But it's to me, it's no big deal though. It's like, okay, cool. Like we've all made mistakes. They made a mistake. They brought the wrong uniforms. We can wear these other ones. It's no big deal.
Back to the game, I guess, what are your concerns, if you have any, about closing this thing out? It got really tight at the end.
Yeah.
What needs to get better from your standpoint to maybe
Yeah.
not have it as tight at the end?
Yeah, just, some ball control things. I thought Penn State did a good job of, when we were trying to cut to get open, just make it hard on us. And just having some guys that can speed cut that you won in the game at that time too. See, that's the whole thing. Like not necessarily like you could put in some people that can probably do a better job there, but they haven't been playing as much. at that time, and you don't want to put them in bad positions because if you can handle it and do it, you're going to get fouled. And so we would just have to do a better job with ball control. A couple times we dribbled into a trap, and you got to pass, you got to cut, you got to be a basketball player and be able to handle the ball and make good decisions when people come after you when they're down. Like you've been playing basketball your whole life. Like how many times you played where you got a lead and somebody comes and presses you. It's not that tough of a deal. Just be strong, square up, see your basket, handle the ball, pass fake, step through the trap. All the different scenarios that end up happening normally in those situations. We just didn't do a very good job with it.
We're sitting here watching Jay Nivey put up baskets here at Mackey Arena.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise you, does it?
No, he wants to be good, man. All those guys, Ethan, Isaiah, Jaden, Aaron, it's like today wasn't their day in terms of playing, and they didn't play as much as they like, and they want to play. They want to play more, and I like that. They're all professional about it. Nothing's like set in stone with how we do things, but he wants it. He wants it all, and he's a guy that's always in that gym and working hard, and it's a great thing to see. He's going to be a fabulous player for us.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else from Coach Painter? All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.